Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. It's Saturday. Well, you probably won't see it. Everybody sees this on Saturday. It doesn't really matter what day I say, does it? No. So it's weigh-in and meeting topic du jour day. How'd you do, D? You had quite the binge yesterday. Well, really wasn't that bad. Actually, I am up 0.6 or 0.8. I don't remember. One of them. I know it's under a pound. So, you know what? To me, that's the same. I don't, and I don't blame the binge for that. I just think, like I said, your body's going to be up, it's going to be down. It's never going to be the same. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine. Heck, I'd be fine if I gained 1.5 pounds, honestly. As long as I'm still within my range, I'm good. As long as I'm not over 158, I'm good. Because that would put me over goal. So anything under 158, D is fine with. I think I was 155.6, if I remember correctly. So it's all good in the hood here, people. I don't know. I don't know if I should continue weighing in. Do you guys want to hear my weigh-in, or is it more about the meeting topic? Because it's, I feel almost redundant weighing in sometimes because I'm here, I'm at maintenance, I'm okay. I kind of just don't know what to do about that, because who wants to hear what I weigh? You really want to hear the meeting topic. So let me know in the comments if the weigh-in is even that important, because I don't want to be like, oh, she keeps weighing it. Like, nobody really cares what you weigh, D. That's, I don't want to be that channel. Like, nobody really cares. So, and I never look at the meeting topic until I print it, and I come right out. And I just noticed it says week 2. So apparently this must be a series, which apparently went over my head last week. So it must, fan favorites. Didn't know that. I'm like going, what's this big yellow thing? Yeah, fan favorites. Which is, if thinking about that, is what the core of a lot of the things I repeat, and I repeat them all the time because they are so core to the plan. Finding your perfect portion. Did I not talk about portion control this week already? I'm like, maybe WW and I have this, connection. We finally get it. I get what they're doing, and they're finally getting what I'm doing. Not really, but I thought I'd say that anyway. What is the recipe first? Mason jar chickpea and veggie noodle soup. Now, I love chickpeas, but I don't like them in soup. Though I love the idea of the mason jar soup. I think that's fabulous. Half a packet of ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are really high in points. Yeah, it's 4 on blue and purple and 9 on green. Yeah, I like everything but the chickpeas. I'd so do this, but I'm not sure about the chickpeas. I don't know. Maybe I'd put white beans instead. I think chickpeas are hard. And when you have, all those nice things, I don't like hard chickpeas in my soup. But that's my personal opinion. Do you like chickpeas? Then go right ahead. I would love to do like a noodle bowl would be great. Not a soup with chickpeas. That I'd be all right with. Yeah, not soup. But I will definitely screenshot that. Let's get to the topic du jour. Find your perfect portion. Oh, I think I've already talked about this. Not quite sure what the right amount is when it comes to a serving size? Well, we'll let you in a little secret. There is no right size. Portions are personal. What makes people feel satisfied and helps them stay within their Smart Points budget can vary greatly. Not particularly true, because different portions have different, more or less calories and points. So that I don't really agree with. Let's keep going here. That's why it's so important to know what amount of food works for each of us. Learning what right for you portion are perfectly important skills for meeting weight loss goals, which can lead to some serious confidence when it comes to handling what we actually eat. What to do? I love when they say that. What to do? Figure out your portions by weighing and measuring typical meals and snacks. Serve yourself. I want ice cream. For dessert, scoop out as much as you usually want to eat in a bowl. 2, measuring cups or a scale need to see how much ice cream you're used to having. Check how many points. Yeah, I don't like this. This is basically saying have what you want, then measure it later. I go, look what the portion is on the app and the points and see how much points you have. To sit there and just say measure it out and have what you want. Yeah, we all know that doesn't work, because if I had to measure out what I really wanted, it'd be way too much. Yeah. No, I'm all about, if I have to see it in the bowl already, I'm going to want to eat all that. I see what points I have, especially for dessert, because the dessert's most times at the end of the day. So I know how many points I have left. So I have to figure out what I could eat for that many points. That's how I do portion control. And I do portion control is look at the serving size. That is huge. And we don't do that. And Weight Watchers doesn't tell you that for 0-point foods. And I go over this constantly. There's a serving size for non-fat Greek yogurt. There is a serving size for beans. There is a serving size for chicken. There is a serving size for eggs. Like, we just can't eat to sit there and throw eggs in a bowl. There's a serving. That, even though there's 0 points, this is the serving. So they're telling you it's a serving. That's what they want you to eat at that particular time. They don't really run that home like yogurt. I think it's 3/4 of a cup, I want to say. It's either half or 3/4. I don't remember. So as we just sit there and extremely pour yogurt in our bowl because we want to have a yogurt snack. Well, it's 0 points. So go to non-fat Greek yogurt. You'll see there's a serving size. Go in the back of the container. You'll see there's a serving size. So that really should be the tip of the day, is look at their label and see what a serving size of anything is. You'd have to know what you're eating in order to point it correctly. So I'm not sure whether this didn't agree as usual. I like to talk to you as my girlfriends and not my boyfriends, but my girlfriends. Like, this is how I eat. This is how I think I was successful on my plan. How I was eating back in the day when I was doing Weight Watchers. I would come to a point where I'd stop because what I was doing wasn't working. So I started a realistic approach to Weight Watchers, as in just knowing what I'm eating and tracking everything that I'm eating and weighing and measuring. Mostly like chips. Chips are one thing. It gives you the gram size on the bag. It could say approximately 14 chips or 28 grams. Well, when you measure 28 grams, you may get a little bit more than 14 chips. What if you get the broken chips? How do you discuss whether you got a half a chip? To me, I want all 28 grams. So I put it on a scale and I get it. I get the exact amount. Broken, whole, you'll get more. Avocado. That was a big one. I was charging myself more than I was getting. How do you like those apples? Yep. I just assumed this amount was this many points because it's a quarter of an avocado. Not so much, people. So weigh and measure, get all you deserve, and portion it out. So portion control is big. It is. We can't have as much as we want. We can't. As much as like it's 0 points, we can't. And that's hard. And I do blame, and I say this all the time, I know I repeat myself and I apologize, but I do blame WWF for not running that home. 0 points is not an all-day buffet. It's not. As much as, and you're telling people, I'll take myself, a big girl I was when I went in there, here, and I remember going, these are 0 eggs? Because I used to count eggs when I was on Smart Points. I'm like, I remember looking at that going, I was like, that doesn't make sense. When I counted it, I didn't lose. So how am I going to lose when I'm not counting it? It's about being in portions, being mindful, knowing that, you can't eat as much as you want. You can't. And I don't want to be the only one that tells you this. I hope other people are telling you as well, because to me, it gives you this false sense of security. I'm going to go eat 0 point foods and I'm going to go have at it. As much as I would love to tell you that, no. I mean, do I leave the table satisfied? Yes. Am I hungry? Yes. I'm still looking for that second portion. I won't lie. I won't. I don't think anybody should be lied to. I'm hoping it's gotten better. Don't get me wrong. It has gotten better, but I still want it. And I'm waiting for the day where I don't want it. I'm good. I know I've had enough, because what a decent plate of food. And I know point-wise I've had enough, because there's not any more points to have anymore. Because I'm like, I'm kind of out of points. But you say, you have 0 point foods. Yeah, I could. But caloric-wise, I'm over the 1,700 calories I could eat. As much as I'd love to have more, that's going to put me over. And then what puts me over is, you see, that's why the scale's not moving, because I'm eating too much. And you could eat too much 0 point foods. A lot of people will say they hated freestyle because they gained weight. Why did they gain weight? Because of the 0 point foods. And And we're not talking about the chicken and the fish. We're talking about the beans. We're talking about the yogurt. We're talking about the, come on, the eggs. I say this story all the time. There was a guy in my Weight Watchers group who ate a dozen eggs for breakfast. That's 800 calories plus. I mean, depending on what size eggs you get. Every egg is different. Medium, large, and extra large. All three have different calories. So if you're eating extra large eggs and you're eating a dozen of them, you're adding an extra, I think it's 8 or 9 calories per egg. And of course, like I said, you know you had to have a side of bacon and some toast because nobody wants just eggs. You got to have bacon. It's just how it is. So yeah, right there you're eating, that's a minimal because I know it's probably could have been higher. That's 800 calories. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be the one to be the, Dee, she's so negative. It's not that I'm negative. I'm realistic. And this is, I've just shown you what I've learned. And I've been down that road. Yeah. It's hard. It definitely is. It's weight loss is never easy. No matter how easy they try to make it for you. Bottom line is you have to give up our favorite things in the quantity we're used to. Can we still fit them in? Absolutely, but not as much as we're used to. And that was hard for me, really hard. You know, portion size was hard to learn because I ate what I wanted, as much as I wanted and when I wanted. So now I'm learning to live in the world of balance, where I can have this and I can have that, and I could fit a little bit of this in. And I definitely say fit in things that you crave, because if you don't, the longer you deny yourself, the more that craving gnaws at you and gnaws and gnaws. And before you know it, yeah, a couple bites isn't going to do it. You need the whole stinking tray. Been there, done that. So yeah, so I definitely, people say, how do you just stop at a bite or two? Because I know there's more coming down the line. And I know that this isn't all I'm going to have. I know down the line there's going to be another couple bites. And that satisfies me. Like I can live on the Hershey's miniatures. I have one once in a while because I have it several times a week. So I know, who doesn't want a big ass chocolate bar? I would. But if I have a few pieces during the week, at the end of it, when you think about it, at the end of the week, I probably had a whole chocolate bar. But I broke it up into little manageable portions that I fitted in the rest of my day. So, and I look forward to stuff. I love every day. There's always going to be something fun to eat. I look forward to that. And it keeps me going because we need to have the next day. We need to continue. And when you build, that's when the weight loss comes. You build consistency. Consistencies. Another one of my favorite words is consistency. I love the word balance. I love the word consistency. I love the word normal. I think these are the words we have to embrace in our journey. And stop with the word diet. I don't like lifestyle. It's lifestyle. You want to live your life like this. So you have to fit in good foods because you're going to live the rest of your life. You're going to be eating these things. You're going to be eating Amish market donuts. You're going to be eating chocolate. Halloween's always going to come around. And we're talking about Thanksgiving already. I gave a whole video on my few tips. I have to do another one because I didn't finish. It's always going to come around. You're never going to not have a family gathering or a big meal. And how do we handle that big meal? We have to go in there prepared. We have to go in there with ideas, tips, strategies. Another one of my favorite words. My favorite words today. Strategies. We need to strategically plan our food. I've eaten, well, not lately because of COVID, but I went to a Chinese buffet regularly. People are like, you did? I'm like, yes. Because I went in there and I strategically planned what I was going to eat. And I enjoyed everything that I ate. And I that week, always lost. Might not have been a lot, but I always lost because I didn't go in there and just went nuts. I went in there as a normal person would eat. No, you don't have to leave there feeling like, oh, I'm so full. Oh, I feel sick. No, then I've overeaten. I go in there and I eat like a quote unquote normal, balanced person would eat. I would eat my salad and my protein and my vegetables because that's how you eat in a balanced world. We have to learn to refigure how we eat. It's definitely a challenge, but that's why Dee is here. You know, I'm helping you navigate the crocodile waters because there's crocodile food. Like there's cakes and there's cookies and there's candy and there's holidays, there's birthdays, and there's all these things we have to navigate because they're never going to go away. They're never going to go away, and they shouldn't. We should have holidays and birthdays and treats because that's what life's about. Life's about navigating these waters. We're just a little bit, we're the bigger float. We need to be a little bit of a smaller float and know how to navigate these waters. And that is to try the things that I try to do on my daily vlogs, is try to give you tips and strategies and know that I've been there. I am one of you. I know the struggle. I live it. I still live the struggle. You think it's easy? Buncher goal? It's not. It doesn't get any easier at all. It's still a challenge. I still challenge myself every day. And sometimes I try to put myself in a situation and test myself to see if I've learned anything. Like people bringing treats in and you're like, do you really want to taste that? Or do you really want, now I just bring it home for the boy. Cause I figure, you know what? I deserve to have it. Are you gonna take that? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bring it home, boy. And I carry it home. I hand it to him. Like I never touched it because at least somebody's enjoying it, not me. Or maybe I'll bring it home to him and it'll slice because I deserve that little slice. Little slice is better than no slice. That's how life's lived. And I really rambled on a lot. I didn't mean to go 16 minutes, but is what it is. I got a nice, good night's sleep. I'm very energetic today. Thank you for joining me. I hope to hear how you did this week on the scale. Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy these, please give them a thumbs up. I appreciate it. YouTube loves when you interact with our channel, giving us thumbs up or even thumbs down, leaving comments. Subscribing is always a wonderful thing. It doesn't cost you a dime. And you want to hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I upload, go live. And I go live pretty much every day on my channel for Tea with D. Please come if you're struggling on plan. It is a great resource for support. You'll you'll meet people that are on plan and they're very supportive and it's a wonderful, and I can't say how wonderful they are because they're a fantastic group of people that meet there. So come join us for Tea with D. I'd love to have you 8 o'clock Eastern time here on the channel. I may change. I'm thinking of changing the time. I'm thinking of going back a half an hour. 7:30 possibly. We'll see. Because I'm thinking I'm going to be so busy, but no, I'm waiting around to go on and that's never good. So let's find something that gives me balance. Have a wonderful day, people. Peace out.